Hello, welcome to my boring and amateur IELTS writing session. Okay, let's start without talking too much. The graph below shows the pollution levels in London between 1600 and 2000. Okay, so there are two pollution levels, sulfur dioxide and smoke, and two types of numeric data. Okay, let's read more the answer. First paragraph introduces the topic of the graph, explains what the graph shows, and outlines several trends or patterns. Yeah, you have to see patterns, otherwise you cannot mention about every detail in your writing. And before that, you can consider to look at what is similar between these two smoke and sulfur dioxide statistic. So they intentionally draw it to and they expect you to see the similarities. Okay, let's start reading that, then I can comment about that. The graph shows pollution levels in London between 1600 and 2000. Okay, this is paraphrasing. It measures smoke and sulfur dioxide in micrograms per cubic meter. So they mention about that. They don't mention about that. How this person knows that? Okay. In micrograms and per cubic meter. So these are the grammatical words that you must know, in particular for that type of writing. According to the information, the levels of both pollutants formed a similar pattern during this period. Formed a similar pattern? Yeah. Okay, yes, it's quite similar actually. Formed, you must know that word. It is essential, and during this period, you can say also between, during this period, you don't know, yeah, we know, okay. But there were always higher levels of sulfur dioxide than smoke in the atmosphere. Okay, it is most trend, one of the most of the statistic. In 1600, pollution levels were low, but over the next 100 years, the levels of sulfur dioxide rose to 700 micrograms per cubic meter. So be careful to use the past tense because we talk about 1600. If you're in the future time, and if it's possible to go time travel, maybe you consider not to use that tense, but you have to use that tense. While the levels of smoke rose gradually to about 200 micrograms per cubic meter. Okay. Over the next 200 years, the levels of sulfur dioxide continued to increase, although there was some fluctuation in this trend. They reached a peak in 1850. Smoke levels increased a little more sharply during this time and peaked in 1900 at about 500 micrograms. During the 20th century, the levels of both pollutants fell dramatically, though there was a great deal of fluctuation within this fall. Clearly, air pollution was a bigger problem in London in the early 20th century than it is now. I'm not sure it is necessary. Okay, so I even have a Google advertisement here, so I can close that one. Okay, I think that writing clearly tell the graphic, express the graphic, and looks like that person knows how to write it. So I hope you can be successful in your writing task plan too. Okay, have a nice day.